Hey guys, welcome to episode 9. Hopefully those audio problems have gone from the last episode. I honestly think it's down to my new controller, which, as I said in the last episode, I think it's made of Chinesium. And as we know, not great products. But what can you do? You buy cheap, you buy twice. Let's do a Gilly docking. Well, I say it's a docking, and that's more or less what it is. Because Gilly's orbital speeds are so slow, we may as well be docking. So just a short retrograde burn here. There we go, see. That is a short burn. So we've only killed our speed by, what was it, on 9? So not even 8 meters per second. And we're on a big crash course. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to tell it to warp on over yonder. There we go, see. I'm going to change that there to surface, because Gilly messes things about a bit. I know it looks like we're going to crash land, but we're totally fine. It'll stop before we get to, what is it, 3,000 meters above? I'm not sure actually. But yeah, it's going to be a slow process. Oh, what we can do is, can we do it whilst we're doing this? Edit action groups, yeah. So just go on number 2, and that can be log seismic data. Log, oh no, get rid of that one. Log the temperature, there we go. And log pressure data and crew report. Number 1, I think, can be for that. Where is it? Actually, no, not number 1 for that. Number 1 for the aerial, because we haven't got retractable solar panels. So toggle antenna 3. Yeah, 3 can be for the mystery goo. Observe the mystery goo. We've only got the one of them, because, yeah, what, you don't need any more really. Let's not try and science scum it too much, so now we just press back, I believe. Handy little feature that, very glad we've got it. Right, so we're at 7,000 above. Can I not fast forward? There we go. It won't let me go too far, I don't believe. So there we go, 3,000 meters above the surface. And that's it. We've just got to do it the old-fashioned way now. I mean, we can speed warp. That's me just grabbing the keyboard. So let's go Alt and that button there. And we can time warp a bit. I don't even think we can do science yet, you know. I think we're still too high up. I think it'll say something like high over Gilly. But there's no real flat place to land on Gilly. Let's just see if we can do it below 1,000 meters. So that would be 2. Near Gilly. There we go. Save, save, save. EVA. Whoa. Let's board, because that wasn't predicted. Let's actually just kill off a bit of the speed then to the surface. Just point retrograde. Shouldn't take us too long. There we go. Is that a surface feature over there? Looks to be one, doesn't it? We'll have to have a little hop over there. Now we've slowed down a bit. Can we do an EVA without flipping all over the place? That would be flipping amazing. Come on. EVA report. Just above Gilly's Highlands. That should be easy to remember. Board that. SAS on. Point retro to the surface. And we're still 200 meters above. Let's collect it all by pressing 0, which is actually 10 on this. So we'll just do it that way. Wow, this is painstaking. Can we do a bit of time warp again? There we go. Shouldn't be too long till we get there. Just kill off that speed basically. And that's it. We're gonna go for a nice gentle docking. I mean, you can even dock faster than this, but you can't land this fast, because you'll just bounce all over. So, oh no, I went a little bit too fast. But we are falling again. Gilly has got some gravity. And when I land, just like that, I'm going to turn off SAS. And hopefully we just like gently rock down to the floor. And SAS on again. And off again. So you don't even need landing legs here. I've just got that fuel tank there. Yeah, I suppose these thrusters, the thruster blocks, are taking a little bit of the weight, should we say. It probably doesn't actually weigh that. Sorry, I'm just looking for that ground feature. Where's it gone? We're there, and I've totally lost that ground feature. Oh well. Oh, there it is, just over that direction. We could hop there quite easily. Let's just do a little bit of science while we're here, though. Gilly's Highlands. Yep, that's everything. Oh, hang on, no, that's not everything, is it? 3. Got to do the old mystery goo. And we're going to take all that data, I think. Store it. Gonna give it an F5 in case something goes wrong. Going to EVA. And let go. Come on, let go. Yeah. Oh no, you've knocked yourself out. Good one, Val. And kick the pod all over the place. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make that pod the target in case it floats away somewhere. There we go. It's just all over the place. Let's do a take surface. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's totally normal for Gilly. EVA report. And we're going to plant a flag. What was it? The Highlands, wasn't it? Oh, nice. ESA. Oh, see, even planting the flag had Newton's laws going on then. What Highlands? H, GH. All one word, I believe. Lands. There, even if the ship blows up, you know, because it's rolled about too much, it's not even that big of a problem. Because we can just get into orbit with this. If we can get into orbit on Minmus with a jetpack, Gilly wouldn't be much different. And now I'm just looking for that surface feature again. But I can't seem to see it, you know. Is it my eyes just playing tricks on me, or was there never a surface feature? I'm sure we've got surface features because we've got the breaking ground. Oh, there's one over there. But what is it though? Is it just like a big boulder I can't do anything with? Or is it an actual something? Oh! That means I've got an orbital. Let's change that camera. What's happening here? Okay. Well, let's not try to go too fast. What does that say? Yeah, we've gone into orbit. I can't believe that. What's APO nearly 10,000? Going 19.4 meters per second. That is crazy. Let's get the old altimeter just how you want it, and I'm just gonna do that. And if things get real, there we go. Just slow down a bit. Okay, a lot. And can we do anything with it? It's something. I don't know what it is. I've never been to Gilly since I've got the breaking ground thing, but it looks too big to do anything with, honestly. There we go. We can almost land on it. There we go. What happens here? Remove helmet. No, that'd be a bad choice. Let's turn the lights on. But it doesn't look like I can do anything with it. No, she's just walking on nothing then. Okay then. We'll leave that, shall we? Close that little menu. And I'm just going to speed things up again, because this tends to take a while. I don't want it to go orbital again. But we're still going up. You know, it's just a few small puffs of the EVA propellant, and that's it. It really is amazing. but I don't like it. Not a fan of Gilly. It's a lot of trouble. It's obviously, you can see it's easy to land on. That's no trouble at all. But it's staying landed. That's the trouble. Always has been. So I'm just gonna get back down to my ship and redock with the main body. Even though it's tipped over, that's no problem. If you've never been to Gilly before, don't worry about anything. You can see how much fuel I've got. One of those, there's no clipping gone on with the fuel or anything. You can see how much fuel I've got there. One of those donut tanks and a couple of little spider engines. Oh, okay, RCS back on. Let's go catching the ship. Because it's gone into orbit from a bump. Come on. Let's try and... Oh, what's that film called? Interstellar. Well, they've got to match the spinning whilst the docking. This could be tricky though. I'm not Matthew McConaughey. I mean, he wishes he looked as good as me, but... You know. Okay, this is getting tiresome. Let's see. Grab. Board. See? Told you I could do it. And collect the science. There's 90 degrees. There. Look at that. That'll be almost orbital at that. We're going to make that our target. Set as target. Okay, and we're going to look for the number 2 encounter. Just here. Oh, too far even. Let's retrograde. Yeah, that'll have to do 4 kilometers. And we can't thingamajig. What's the word I'm looking for? We can't time warp, can we? So we've just got a physics warp. This camera angle's weird. I know, quick little landing, don't you say? You can't have it always. Oh, that's pretty. Let's stop that time warp a second. Turn SAS on. Let's do one of those. And take a nice little screenshot whilst we're at it, shall we? Prograde, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. I say it shouldn't be too much trouble to dock around Gilly, but it's just the time involved because everything moves so slowly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't try to spin your craft whilst you're on physics warp. Could have disastrous effects. Gently do it if you want different angles. Just tapping it. Wow. Yeah, actually a good idea. Let's give it a quick save. Wow. Yeah, I want this to hurry up a little bit. Shouldn't be too long. Yeah, I was really upset with the audio in the last video. After all that recording, and then I just go back to watch it to edit it and such like that. And that was that. It was so bad, I couldn't believe it. I really do. I think it was something to do with the other controller. It must not have a very good, I don't know, 3.5 jack or something. Oh, I see. Our inclination's off. That's why our distance is so bad. But we are coming up to a node here, which is the descending node. So just point up and warp to here. Time warp stopped. Oh, you can't... Bugger. You can't time warp when you're less than 8,000. But what are we? Oh, not long now. Shouldn't be too long. 8,000's a bit much, I think. But maybe it's got some peaks. You know, it's got troughs and peaks. So, maybe 8,000's a safe limit. It's all it can calculate it at. Let's go to the descending node and warp here. Bye, Gilly. Hope we don't come back again. We'll go somewhere more fun next time, I think. next time we go somewhere, well, I mean, obviously we've got to go back to Kerbin, but next time we go somewhere from Kerbin, we can go somewhere more fun. This isn't very fun as it is. Let's see. At the descending, point up. Only a small burn. There we go. So intersects 2 now is at 1.3. What happens if we give it the smallest retrograde? It brings it perfect. So let's warp here. 1 day away. That's how long it's going to take us to get there, over 6 hours. But look at the minute counter, how slow it's going. You don't usually expect that, do you? When you, what, oh, there we go, that's sped up a bit. That's a bit better. How fast was we going now? 4, 5. 5, what's 5 then? There it is. 50 times normal speed. I tell you couldn't play this game without time warp. It'd be almost, well, it would be impossible. Unless you were doing Mun missions or something. Because you couldn't get anywhere else. We are facing the target, I believe. There's the target, just over there. The lighting's a bit bad there. But I need to see my target. So don't get the sun in the shot. There we go. So we're going to go to target. Not surface, target. There we go. And how long till intersect 1? 22 minutes. Sure, we can speed that up a bit. And then we'll only be... How far away is that? 0.3 kilometres away? So... What's that? 3,000 metres? No. 300, I suppose, isn't it, really? 300 metres away, 0.3. Just burn a little. Do we have to? Can't we just... Yeah, let's drag up prograde. There we go. Should be a little bit quicker again, I suppose. Intersect 1, 2 minutes 56. Are we getting closer or further away? Closer, definitely. There we go. Slow that down a bit. Okay, we're not doing too bad now. If we could just get a decent camera angle, that'd be nice. But we're pointing all over the place, because there doesn't seem to be any rush. Not around here anyway. Just going to kill off the relative velocity very shortly. I think now's a good time. There we go. Oh, we're actually drifting away from it. Just point towards the target. Okay then. Right, I don't think these guys have got any form of control. Let's just click on there. We can actually turn RCS on to help with the steering, because we've filled our contract now and we've got a lot of RCS fuel. We've got this big weight on the back end. Should we just crash that into Gilly? So we've got just a pure station hanging around. I forgot I had RCS on this. Got all these little RCS ports. But we've got... Have we got SAS? Oh, we have got SAS. Because of the top command thing. I put a little... a probe core on the... on top of the station. Just so it could be autonomous, I suppose, if I wanted to move it out of orbit or something. Let's see if we can... RCS. There we go. Can we point to target? Yeah, that's better. And just try and go for it if we can. Don't want it to take too long, do we? We do seem to be drifting all over the place though. Oh, pack that aerial away. RCS off. Are we docking? We've docked. Finally docked, and now we're just going to collect all that science. There we go. And I think that's all been removed now. Right, let's aim our camera up here, shall we? If we can. Come on, aim camera. I can't wait to get rid of all these parts. There's aim camera just there. Come on. Perfectamundo. Right then. How do we transfer crew? Let's just press square on the door, shall we? Yeah. Transfer Val into this section. I'm going to try and turn these engines off somehow. If I can see them. I'm blind as a bat. Where are they? There. Spider engine. Shut down. Yeah, that one's shut down. And this one. Come on. There. Shut down engine. Right then. So now I'm going to face retrograde. Just tell it to do that. And I'm going to burn retrograde with all these big engines. Because I want them disappeared. I don't want to keep them anymore. I want it to be a station without much ability to move. You know, it's got these big nuclear engines on. We just want to get rid of them. Really? So, now we're facing retrograde. We can look at this. Zoom out a bit. And just burn. That was nice and simple. But now we're all on a crash course. But what we're going to do, you see, is decouple from somewhere. Decouple this section. That's decoupled. And now we can point this way. Hang on. Get rid of that box. Now we're just going to go forward a bit. If you don't know how to do this, I'll put a link to a different video. It says it's for in map mode, but you can do it in this mode as well. So just watch that. It's a quick tips video, so it won't take you too long to learn how to do this. Oh, hang on. What I should have really done. Let's just face radial out. So we've got so much monoprop, we can just do this all day. But, oh, that for some reason has turned inwards. I've got it on this little hinge here, you see. I had to put it on a hinge because I couldn't get the fairing around it otherwise. So, target angle 0. There we go. And we definitely got Val out. But we'll just get rid of a few parts. Undock that. And now we can point prograde. There we go. And I'm just going to go into map view and start adjusting this. It's a slow process, obviously, but we've got so much delta V, why not? It won't make too much difference. Well, I say we've got delta V, we've got mono propellant, and it's not doing anything, it was just part of the mission. So why not put it to some use somehow? Oh, we've got to get back to curbing. I don't fancy getting back to curbing just yet. We've got that other satellite to sort out, haven't we? Well, there we go, see. We're back orbital. Those two pieces are going to crash land. And we've got this section just here. Let's see where we are. There we go, there's that satellite just there. Let's switch to that. There we go. Oh, can you see how much faster and easier the camera moves? Oh, it's brilliant. Right, so we've got control. Shall we just do... so we're going in this direction. What happens if we just plan a manoeuvre here? Because I want it to be in like a polar orbit. Add manoeuvre. Yeah, zoom out. One of them. And a bit of no, retrograde. And we'll do that. We'll just stay locked to that manoeuvre. Well, we can't lock to it, but we'll stay just there. And we're going to start burning now, in fact. Are we? Should we turn the engine on, children? And see what happens? Yes, the ship goes when you turn the engine on. How wonderful is that? Right, so we've got nearly polar now. And that's it. It hasn't got to be perfect, I just want it in a big orbit. That's good enough. And now we're just going to face prograde and do one of them. So in a nice polar orbit, try and get it somewhat circular. It was almost at the apoapsis, and it hasn't got to be perfect, has it? Just want it almost circular though. Something like that. Yeah, that's perfect. So we can now focus view on Gilly. Got these ships around here. Gilly base 2, okay. Switch to. I don't know what this one is actually. Alrighty then. We can turn the RCS off. Now we've got the challenging thing to undock this. But I don't know if those struts get in the way. I don't know if they're like actually physical or not. What does that do? So it won't matter if I do this. Nope, that's it, we're separated now. And the base can just stay there. So are they don't look like they're being physical. But we can just do a bit of that. And burn a little bit, I suppose. There we go. I bet that's put us in like a super eccentric orbit of Gilly now. Not eccentric, something. I mean something. It's definitely inclined our orbit. That's what I wanted to say. What's going around as well? There's something going around that's not us. Or what? Oh, yeah. Obviously, it's the base that I just put there. I thought, yeah, I'm sure I got rid of all that debris and such. Let's have a see. I want Kerbin as our target. I don't think we can do anything from here. Where is Kerbin? There it is. Just behind us. We're going faster. So we've probably got to wait for Kerbin to be in front of us. Set as target. Right, let's save that. I'm going to have to do one of those Alex Moon things. It's a website I go on and it tells you when to fast forward to. I'll show you a picture, I suppose. There it is. There you go, you've seen it now. So if you go on that, it'll tell you when to leave places and when to go places and such. Right, I'm going to go on that, go on tracking station, fast forward back to where we was. Okay then, I've just fast forwarded to 7:56. It said 66, but I thought we'll leave some time around Gilly. I want to burn the opposite direction it's going, so add manoeuvre. Do we actually want to burn the opposite direction it's going? Now I know you can get closer to not hold. So if you hold L1, that could be it, I suppose. I don't think it matters that much. That's just, why are we turning so slowly? We are the wrong ship. I've just chosen the wrong ship. Right, where's the other one then? The Gilly base blah de blah. We can't do that. So cancel that. Where is it? There it is. Switch to Gilly base. See, I just clicked on Gilly base ship 3, but it said ship in it, and the other one didn't say ship in it. I thought, oh well, it's got to be this one then. But no, it wasn't. Okay then, let's do that. We've got quite a bit of Delta V. 2,500. I'll say we've got quite a bit. Have we got this? Edit action groups. 1. This solar panel and that solar panel. Toggle solar panels. I wonder if we've actually ran out of electric now. 1. There we go. Okay then, thought I was going mad. Have we got electric? Yeah, EC 121. You must not calculate it whilst you're in the tracking station or something. Oh, we've got plenty. So let's just planish a minute. Shall we just burn prograde and see what that happens? Let's burn prograde to orbit, and there we go. We're out of Gilly's sphere of influence. Well, we're not out yet, but we will be. That just brings it closer. Okay then. And now where is... So we need to burn this side. Add maneuver. And just give it a bit of prograde there. And see what happens. Maybe a bit further forward. About there. And oh, we got something just a second ago. Bit less prograde. Let's move the maneuver around a bit. And a bit less prograde. We call that retrograde in the KSP community. That's actually quite close, isn't it? What's that say? 121. So does up and down have any effect? Has a bit of effect. Will it have enough to get... There we go. Some kind of encounter. And we're just going to leave it at that for now. Going to fast forward a bit. Bit of the old manual fast forwarding. Because we know what it's like around here. And we're just going to try and leave Gilly for starters. See, we're going... Ah, now we go. Now we're at the right speed. So we need to warp to next maneuver. That should work right. So it seems weird that it's only 13 days away. 11 days. We're keeping pretty good contact with... Oh, pretty good contact with Gilly. Has something not crashed into Gilly yet? Yes, now it has. But we haven't got a connection to the KSC. See, something on Gilly has. Did that not crash because we went out of physics range or something? I don't know. That's a 31 second, so 15 beforehand. We're going to have to roll on over. It's almost like we haven't got SAS turned on. It shouldn't take too long. We've got this weird glitch with the EVA portraits, look. All fuzzy. But we need to do about 15 seconds beforehand. So I'll just speed that up just a touch. And start burning very soon. Now. It's only a small burn really. What was it, about 600 meters per second? Almost the same as coming home from Duna. Because actually it was about 650 meters per second roughly. I may need to adjust this realistically though, because I can't really see if I'm holding on to the manoeuvre or not. I can't see the middle of the manoeuvre for the target and the prograde. Well, I've got target turned on. In fact, what am I targeting? And there we go. Are we actually going to touch kerbing now? Let's have a see. We're going out, and yes, we're going to touch kerbing. But what's the target? Is it on Gilly? Focus view. What's the target? Nothing's targeted here. So is the target kerbing then? Oh no, so is it still focused on that? So there we go. Right, let's save this, shall we? And give it a little bit of fast forward. And I'm going to do a mid-course correction, hopefully. Once I've gotten out of Eve's sphere of influence, and I can focus my view. There we go, we've got something. So we're going to focus view, and now we're going to add maneuver, and zoom in on kerbing. See, this is what we've got at the minute. Not great, but I'm sure a little bit of manoeuvring around. Let's just zoom in. What we saying? Prograde maybe? Yeah, a bit of prograde. And a bit of up again. There we go. Bit more up. Nice and gentle. See, we don't need to come in too equatorial, but just a bit's nice. What's that? Okay. So, just a touch more. Oh! A touch more prograde. Not that much, thank you. You know what? I think I'm going to go into the maneuver editor thing. This here. I'm going to turn it right down. And just tap a little bit of prograde. Yeah, that seems fine. 26, yeah, that can work. Okay, so now I'm going to F5 again in case anything goes wrong. And just slowly build up that time warp. I want to click on the maneuver, and then what do? Then you go do that, and then you can warp to next maneuver if you go over to here, which is only 60 days away. So it's not too long, realistically. There we go, almost there. And we just need to cancel the map view, do we? Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to point to my maneuver, which is over yonder way. Just over here. And give it a quick burn. So you can't get on 100% right without locking to maneuver. And I can't lock to maneuver just yet. We've got this periapsis just here. 42,000. I'm tempted to leave it there. Lock to prograde actually. Have I got any RCS thrusters? No. Okay. So that's a good way to do it. I'm just going to turn this down to 1.14. 42. 25 or whatever it says. Let's just... Oh, yeah, I can't leave it at that. Just can't. It feels too low, 23. So, there we go, 29. That'll do. And now our plan on saving, turning off that maneuver, pointing normal, slowly time warp, just build it up step by step, and warp here, which is only another 80 days away. It's actually quite quick coming home from Eve. And if you look, it's a good encounter because we've got this nice horseshoe. I know it's not a horseshoe, but it's kerbing's really affecting my path, which is always a good thing when you're trying to get an encounter. So we can turn that up to full for some reason. Hopefully we don't come in the dark. How fast are we coming in? 2350. That's not too bad. I'm going to save before we hit the atmosphere though. There we go, got a bit of camera change. What we going? Free camera. We're pointing normal. What stage does this do? That does that, that does that. So I want to swap these around. There we go. Fast forward just a touch. Just till we're here. Now we can separate. He says. There we go. And we can time warp this. A few little explosions there. Maybe more than a few. Ooh, nice flame effects. We are going into the night side. That could be a problem for you. I may actually do that thing where I do that if it gets too dark. But at the minute we've got the flame effects to light things up. We've got no science to do, not that I can think of. What I'm actually going to do is just turn that above ground level. Oh, we can still see plenty really. Thought I just did that above ground level. There we go. So now we can get rid of that parachute shroud. Just like that. We've got these parachutes just in here. Just like normal. And that should bring us down to a nice gentle stop. It should do. There's just 4 of those parachutes. Just going to speed things up again. Open the chutes. There we go. And we can speed that up as well. I'm a bit worried about this portrait glitch. It's a bit of a pain. But you know, you can't have everything. You can try, but you can't have it. Especially not on console KSP. Not really worth it. Have we got any monoprop left? Oh, we're full of monoprop. We've got no battery, no solar panels. Not that we need them, because we've got plenty of electrical charge at the minute. We do that? Oh, nice few of the chaps there. Chaps and chapesses. Got a few batteries built in. Oh, and cancel. There we go. I was worried about that then. Recover vessel. Perfect. 2629 science. Did anybody... Val 4 star, Bill 4 star, Bob 3 star. Well, I guess we know who's cleaning the toilets then. Right. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, maybe leave me a comment, that'd be great. See you next time. Bye bye.